All right, guys, we're back with top four Edison Format at Eclipse games between Donnell dnasty on the left playing Chaos Blackwings versus Julio on the right playing Lightsworn. So this is not my main locals. That's why I only filmed the top four. And also, there's a glare everywhere. There's not a spot where I can film where there isn't a slight glare. So that's another reason I don't film the entire tournament. But I still want you guys to see what decks did well. Anyway, so Donnell went first, set a monster, set a back row, and here Jane attacks into the D prison and sets one. So this is not a standard Blackwing deck. Like Donnell's playing hamsters and Raikos. It's interesting. So he gets Raiko out of his deck. Again, both these guys went X1. I think they both lost to Bayou Turbo. But I don't remember who. I think they lost to different players though. And Julio's been in the finals twice, but he got second both times. So he's trying to get back to another finals to get that first win on the channel. While Donnell's got 6, he's trying to get his 7th win. Okay, so Donnell summons this Beast, Zaman, Beast King. I don't even know what it is. It like negates attacks. It's like you can discard a monster from your hand or your side of the field and negate an attack. I think that's what it does. And also you can't activate anything when it attacks. I'm surprised Donnell has room for it in his extra deck, but it is what it is. I can't believe he summoned. I think he's just trying to show off on camera. That's why he flashed it over there. Donnell runs. I don't know how he has room. This is crazy. He also runs Urbellum, X-Saber Urbellum. And I think he plays like one Armor Master, one... He doesn't play Silverwind, I don't think. Okay, so Julio summons Lumina. Activates Foolish. Like, you can see a little bit of the glare there, guys. Also, this locals tends to be smaller. We usually get like 8 to 12 players at most. It's another reason I only filmed the top cut. All right, so here comes Lumina attacking the Beast King. So here Donnell can... Even Donnell has to read his own card. Come on, man. Let's see. I have this card pulled up. You need a Dark Tuner and a non-tuner Beast-type monster. So he obviously made it with Gale and Hamster. So if this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate any spell trap card until the end of the damage step. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can select that monster and send one monster from your hand or your side of the field to the graveyard to negate the attack. So Donnell is on the Jar of Greed bandwagon, and Julio with the main deck Decree in Lightsworn. I've always liked Decree and Lightsworn. I've always been a big fan of that. Anytime I see Lightsworn players with that card, I like it. Because JD Decree is just game over. Okay. So Julio obviously has Honest here, so he's probably going to try and Honest over the King. So does Donnell let it go through? Let's see. He's left with like Icarus attack and one other card in his hand. Yeah, see, Donnell's wasting time having to read his own card. You shouldn't even have brought that card out. That should have been an Armor Master. No, he could have made Armor Master, right? Here, I actually have my extra deck right here. You just need a Blackwing Tuner for Armor Master, right? I think that's all you need. Yeah, he could have just made Armor Master. Probably would have been in a better spot. Wouldn't have lost to Honest. Anyways, Julio draws one off the Garoth and mills a Volcanic Shell. So I think the reason he's playing Volcanic Shell is to have like free discards for Reincarnation. He's probably on 3 Reincarnation. And here Donnell mills Blizzard, Raiko, Kalute. Tributes the Raiko for Sirocco. Attacks over Lumina. No, so Julio's checking to see if he's got a Necro. So no Necro. And then here comes Recharge. Discards Arcus, mills Wolf. And Honest. That's pretty good. Now he can run over the Sirocco. If he couldn't already, I don't know the rest of his hand. So pay 500 for Shell. These Lightsworn players are innovating, man. Creighton, we saw him in the previous tournament with Treeborn in his deck and all sorts of cards. And now Julio with Volcanic Shell. Maybe they got these ideas online. I don't know. People are always cooking online. Anyways, he Icaruses away the Gareth and the Wolf. Now Julio sets a monster, Poly Raiko. Let's see what dnasty can do. Trying to get back to another finals. Recently, previous tournament, he lost in the finals to yours truly. So we'll see if he can get back. And the winner of this is going to face myself. I was playing against Houston in the other top 4 match, and I ended up beating him with my frog deck. Anyways, Julio drops the JD. I wonder if he called priority. Looks like he did. He blows up the shell, and Donnell's bottomless and Icarus. Now Donnell has no cards in hand. And let's see. Julio recharges Aaron, draws 2, mills Shell and Ryko. Drops a second JD. Oh, man. You're top decking with Blackwings against JD. So the only thing I could see Donnell drawing is Blizzard, Dark Arm if it's live, but I'm pretty sure Dark Arm's dead. Yeah, because he's got Gale. Yeah, there's no way Dark Arm's live. So the only card Donnell could really draw is... Oh, wow, he just ripped average. Not like it don't matter. Any monster was game here. Yeah, this is not looking good. Puts back to JD. I think this game is over. He just needs to draw a monster higher than 150 attack. Heck, he could draw a Ryko in his game. All right, so he blows up the Necro and Donnell's Vayu. And there's a second JD. Wow, he redrew the JD from Avarice. So, okay, this is funny. So Donnell is checking his graveyard. Julio's playing like 45 or 46 cards. I can't remember. So Donnell was really upset about it. Because he's mad that Julio drew all these like 1-ofs or 2-ofs in a 45 card deck. Anyways, so yeah, you could tell Donnell. This game, Donnell's like, all right, I'm going to get you this time. I'm going to go Shura Whirlwind, the dnasty special. So yeah, you can always tell that I'm at Eclipse because of the glare on the cards. You can see the glare on Whirlwind. Oh, whoops. Julio's trying to reincarnate a wolf. Now he must have recharge in his hand. Yeah, recharge, draw 2, mill Shell, and Necro. Wow. What a mill. And he's got the shell for the free monster reincarnation. That's pretty good. I wonder if Julio made this himself or if he got it from someone online. It's interesting. Okay, so he grabs the shell. And Shura Whirlwind. It looks like Special Summon Cyber Dragon. Necro and... So you know Donnell searched Kalut. But see, if Julio has Honest in his hand, I think you just attack over the Shura. Yeah, see, Donnell's upset. He's counting how many cards are in Julio's deck. You can see it here. He's counting his deck. Donnell, come on, man. This is ridiculous. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Donnell always does crazy things like this. I know you're supposed to know how many cards are in your opponent's deck, but you should ask them before the game started instead of the middle of the duel. Okay, so let's see. What is Julio going to do now? So they're 8,000 to 75. What will Julio do? Man, they're both taking a while here. Were they asking a ruling or something? No, I just... Okay, so Julio sets one and finally passes. So I'm wondering, should Julio have attacked here? Maybe he's trying to protect his Cyber Dragon with Necro, but you're going to have to walk into that Kalut eventually. So maybe no Icarus from Donnell. Would Donnell have Icarus them there? Maybe, maybe not. Okay. So here he special summons Gale, halves the Cyber Dragon. Looks like Julio lets it go through. And tributes the Gale for Sirocco, triggers Black Whirlwind, so nothing to stop the Whirlwind from Julio's end. So I think here Donnell is playing around Honest. So he could like attack with Shura and then call priority in the damage step or whatever. And yeah, this is something I also need to like read up on, these whole sub steps and all that stuff. Because some people will try to get you. It's just been a while, but I need to refresh my memory. Okay, so here he special summons Bora. So we know that Cyber Dragon got half by Gale. So let's see who he attacks with. Does Julio use the Necro Gardener? If I'm Julio, maybe you just block the Shura hit. And if he wants to run over your Cyber Dragon with Sirocco or Bora, it's fine. So yeah, here they're going to get into debate over the damage step. Because Donnell's trying to get him to, Yeah, so Donnell drops the Kalut, and then Julio chains Honest. So yeah, they're gonna get into a whole debate about the sub-step and all that stuff. So Donnell does this to a lot of people. If he thinks his opponent doesn't know the way the damage step works, he's gonna try to get you. And a lot of players, not a lot, but yeah, some people are gonna try to get you in this matchup. So if you're gonna play Blackwings or on Honest, you should probably be prepared for this. So you can see here, Julio probably doesn't know, so Donnell's taking advantage. They even called John. John is there, so John can't coach Julio, so he's just gonna tell him like the way things work. So here, essentially, Julio wasted his Honest. Yep. So they're arguing, and yeah, people. I know some people think that Honest always wins versus Kalut, but if the monster is under 14, Kalut can win. Like if you attack into an Arcus or a half Cyber Dragon or a Lumina, and I believe you call priority during the damage step turn player. And so, yep. And then now Sure is going to trigger. That's what I was saying. He should have just he could have just attacked the previous turn if he had the Honest, right? Yes, he did have the Honest, so Julio should have just attacked. But probably because he didn't know the way the damage step worked, he probably should have just attacked last turn. And if Donnell colludes, he'll just chain his Honest and he'll still win in that scenario. So here, Donnell's hitting him for a ton of damage. This is what? 31, 51, but he does have the Necro. It looks like he chooses not to use it. And Julio with... Can't see what that back row is. Maybe the table is another way that you can tell that I'm at Eclipse and not Epic. Okay, so here comes the reincarnation. He pitches the shell. What's he going to grab back? Cyber Dragon. Julio needs JD. Here comes Decree. Does he have JD? Oh, no. Cyber. Ooh, here comes a Black Rose play. So Julio's back in the game. The only problem is Julio's really low on life, but he just wiped Donnell's field. Now they're both kind of even in cards, whereas Donnell was way ahead of him. And he's searching for shell. Now he puts himself at 1550. He's still got Necro, so he doesn't lose. All right, now he passes to Donnell. Donnell attacks. Julio doesn't Necro. I'd be a little afraid of Kalut, but it looks like Donnell does not have the Kalut, because Kalut is game. But does Julio risk it? Ooh. Yeah, Julio's like, you're good. But I think Donnell did... Yeah, 2 Kaluts are gone, so he would have to have his third one. But still, he could have it. One time I remember we saw Los. He didn't think John would have his third Kalut, and ended up costing him the game. Because John did have it. Again, yeah, I think it was like in top 4. Yeah, it was in top 4. Los is like, you don't got the third Kalut. Anyways, Julio summons Cyber Dragon. So he doesn't attack. This tells me he doesn't have Honest. I don't know. This is weird. Maybe Julio should have attacked there with the Cyber. But maybe he was planning to dust the back row and then attack. Oh, no. But Donnell has Sirocco in the grave. So maybe this is why Julio didn't attack. Because he doesn't want the Bayou to be live. And then run over his Cyber Dragon with... run over his Cyber Dragon with the... What's it called? What's the card called? Armed Wing. Okay, so here, Donnell's going to banish Plague, Necro. He could just chain Necro. But Donnell's probably not going to attack, so it's not going to matter too much. So yeah, he's getting rid of Honest. Yeah. Okay, so end phase, Dust Donnell Solemn. Here comes Charge, Mills, Arcus, Torrential, JD. I think Julio's last card is Wolf. I think that's his last card in hand. I was kind of watching this match because I finished my top 4 match early. I was trying to, sneak peek at these 2 decks. And I mean, that happens at locals. It's not like it's different at a big event. But yeah. What's crazy, I didn't even know Julio was playing Lightsworn until I watched this match. And here comes Lumina, ditches the Wolf, get Arcus. Oh, we could have got Aaron. Oh, was Aaron in the grave? I don't think so. No, I think it was. Was Aaron in the grave? If Aaron was in the grave, should have got Aaron. Maybe it wasn't. Did Donnell get rid of it? I mean, it was honest. Oh, double Arcus. It's not bad. Anyway, here comes Arnwing and attacks for game. So that's it. I wonder if there was an Aaron in there. Anyway, game 3. I don't think there was. So Donnell steals that game, and here, game 3. Who's going to make it to the finals? Julio or Donnell? So Donnell allures. So you couldn't even tell that was a lure until Donnell moved it. Okay. So what did Julio say? Probably Raikou. He might be on hamster. I've seen some Lightsworn players play hamster. And Donnell banishes Sirocco. Double Black Whirlwind. So this is the super dnasty special. Double Whirlwind Shura. Oh man. So here he's going to get a search off of the. At least Julio had the dust to stop one of the whirlwinds. Okay. So Donnell, what are his choices? Kalute, Blizzard, Gale, Bora. So he has 4 options here. So I'm not gonna kill him too much. Last time I roasted him because he summoned Kalute, and I'm like, with Kalute you only have 2 choices. But this time he has 4, so I'm not gonna go too hard on him. Okay, searches Gale, special. Synchros for 7. Oh, he's going to try to hit his hand. Oh, yeah, here comes the hamster. Oh, this sucks for Donnell. So here, Herbellum hits over Raikou. Should have hit over a hamster. So Julio chooses the Whirlwind, Mills Wolf, Garoth, MST. Oh, man. And then here comes Rhoda. What can he do? He can't really do much with Rhoda, though. What can Julio do with Rhoda? And this is crazy. How does Donnell have room for Herbellum and the Zaman King in his extra deck? I think he's not playing Silverwind, and he's playing 1 Armor Master. That's my guess. And here comes Recharge, discards Jane, draws 2, mills Lumina, and another Wolf. Yeah, Lumina and Wolf. Celestia? Oh, man. No, not Celestia. He attacks. And does not. I mean, you're pretty positive Donnell doesn't have Kalute because he would Kalute it over the hamster. Yeah. Does he have Honest? Maybe he hits over the Herbellum here. No, I don't think he has Honest. Okay, so Julio drops Dark Armed. Oh, man. But Julio went after the Whirlwind. So, was there a way? Maybe Julio should have gone after the... Maybe Julio should have gone after the Herbellum if he couldn't deal with it. So, anyway, here basically skips his draw phase. Takes 22. And now here comes Soul Release. And honestly, Donnell drew the Soul Release for his turn. Because I remember I'm standing right next to him, watching. And had Donnell not drawn that Soul Release, Julio has Judgment Dragon in his hand. Now, granted, Donnell says he probably would have held the Dark Armed. It is true, but still, Julio would have been in an amazing spot. That Soul Release saved him from getting JD'd. Okay, so here comes Reincarnation, ditch Necro, grab back Hamster. Luckily, he has no Darks, but if that's a Raikou, he can fuel his graveyard. Yes, he can now fuel it for Dark Arm, Mill's Oppression, Blizzard, and now this should be game unless Julio... But does he have Necro? I think he has Necro. Didn't he have Necro? I don't know. It doesn't matter. His hand's bad. So Donnell's going back to the finals, back-to-back finals for Donnell. We'll see if he can finally get another win. He's going up against yours truly, so we'll be back for that one soon. That was a crazy match. 2 very interesting decks, especially Julio's with the Sasuke Samurai in the main deck, volcanic shells, 46 cards. All right, guys, we'll be back soon for the finals. Bye.